Hi everybody, welcome back to Better Than Chocolate Online. We have a brand new series called Amazing Women. You don't need me to tell you that women are amazing. However, we thought we would introduce you to a few ladies who we thought were amazing. We're going to talk to two of the three co-creators for NeverYouMind Productions and their cast just prior to their opening play, A Particular Class of Women. We thought the content of this play actually spoke really well to our brand new series, and we hope you enjoy our show. Some of you recognize this face, right? And not just from our own show.
I love you.
We know you do.
Thanks.
And we love you.
Thanks for having me.
So if you haven't met Flora, this is Flora Karras. And you've probably seen her on a few episodes of various shows internationally and some local indie films as well.
Sure thing.
Absolutely. She's one of the co-creators of this new production company, coming up with a play called what?
A Particular Class of Woman by Jeanette Fendel.
Nice.
Or Janet Findel.
Oh.
Yet to be established.
Yet to be established. All right. What made you go ahead and create a theater company?
Well, I didn't wake up one morning and say, I would like to work my ass off and produce theater. But instead it kind of came to me. I knew Lauren from years of acting class. And I had just recently experienced all of it's called the theater bug.
Oh.
You do some work on stage and you realize that it's just so good. So Lauren approached me and we decided to give it our all.
All right.
Yeah. It's all Lauren's fault.
Oh, okay. So we'll blame Lauren for anybody being tired.
Perfect.
I am with one of the co-creators of the show. This is Lauren Campbell.
Hello.
So, Lauren here has been a dancer out here since you were 4.
Yes.
You also do choreography.
Yes.
And you're in the film industry.
I do more theater than
More
film.
theater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How long have you been involved with theater?
With theater, well, I started studying acting and dancing for a long time, but I went to performing arts college for 2 years when I was 19.
Right.
And have been doing it ever since, so, 9 years.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Okay.
9 years.
Wow.
But I've been dancing since I was 4, so. I met up with Flora, and I kind of told her about my idea, and she was like, I can make anything happen, so if you need me, I will be here for you. And then I thought my friend Lisa, who's our other part of NeverYouMind Productions, I thought all 3 of us would really complement each other well, and so I introduced them, and from there, the rest is history.
So, you create this company. How do you go about getting it off the ground? Like, where do you even start?
Yeah, where do you begin? I think first of all, it's a learning process. I've never learned so much new information in such a short amount of time ever in my life. Maybe a little bit in university, but honestly, it's like a huge learning curve. But you get into this motion where you realize that there is no formula for anything. You just know what you have to do each step as it develops, and then you just do it. So it's really simple. A need arises, and then you take care of it. We need a business registration, take care of it. You need this, take care of it. You need that, you need insurance, take care of it. It happens as you go. So, I mean, I could sit back and write it all out, but it was just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, taking care of business.
So tell me about the play itself.
So the play is about 8 strippers in the mid-1980s, and it was inspired by a celebrated court case in 1985 in Ontario, or Toronto, Ontario, where a stripper was raped at knife point, and the judge basically threw the case away and let the guy off easy, saying that the woman was from a particular class of women whose profession it is to promote lust. So basically saying she had it coming, which is disgusting. So this woman, Jeanette Fendel, she worked as a stripper for many years and did research and wrote this play. And the great thing about this play is that we are all playing actual women. These are all real characters that these monologues are based off of. And it is all monologues. There's choreography in it as well, which I have done. And it's just, it's a really beautiful story. It really breaks the stereotype that we have about these women, that, you know, they're all drug addicts or incest victims or rape victims, and really they're just these normal women who, this is what they want to do with their life, and why should we think that they're bad people or that they shouldn't have kids or, you know, whatever, because they take off their clothes at night, like whatever. You take off your clothes to get changed, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure, absolutely.
So, I don't know, it really breaks the stereotype for that, and you just meet these hilarious women, and you just really go on a roller coaster ride with them.
Okay. So I am lucky enough to be hanging out with ladies from a particular class of women. Hello, everybody. I'm going to get everybody to go from this side that way. Introduce yourself, tell me who you are, and the character you play. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dawn Pledge, and I play Miss Georgia Scott.
I'm Allison Grant, and I play Marquis.
I'm Emily Doreen Wilson, and I play the part of Glynis.
I'm Kyla Mann, and I play the part of Lil.
I'm Paulina Bustamante, and I play the part of Petal Rose.
And your part?
Oh, I'm Flora Karras, and I play Pink Champagne. And how come me and you have last names, but they don't?
What do you mean? Oh, I don't know.
Love.
You're
Stage
feature.
name.
We're
Feature.
feature.
Yes, but Petal Rose has one, but Lil doesn't have
I'm just
last
Lil, I'm
name.
like Madonna.
And you
yeah.
are just Glynis, and you are just Marky.
No, well, I don't think my first name is Petal.
One name's enough.
One name is enough for us. We're like Madonna.
Okay.
So I have this group of lovely ladies. Tell me, how hard was it to learn to be a dancer? Or is this your regular life?
No, I'm too clumsy for that. in real life.
What do you mean? I'm stripper.
We were really lucky, actually, to have an amazing choreographer who was very patient with us, very instructive with us over a very long period of time, so that we make it look really polished, even though only a few of us were actually dancers back in the day. Paulina makes it look really good, man.
Yeah.
She has a ballerina
Understand
too.
Dance training.
But we were really lucky. Lauren, who plays Love, was patient with us, was instructive with us, was, you know, caring, loving, all of those things, and really gave us a lot of time and energy and support in that arena to make it so that we can make it look a little easier than maybe at the beginning. We were all stumbling around in heels.
It also helps running around in your underpants for a prolonged period of time with a whole bunch of people around, because you know what, I wasn't always comfortable with that until quite recently.
This is true.
It doesn't
This
you
is
know?
true.
It really was.
When we started taking our clothes off, everything changed.
It did.
It was like breaking through the runner's wall.
Yeah.
The clothing came off, everything got easier.
So much more confidence.
Yeah, so it builds up your confidence, you become a little bit more happy and okay with
And
your body.
less judging yourself. Yeah, I think that was
that
my
was
biggest
a
thing for
huge
this.
thing.
I've always dealt with body image and things, all of us have, and what is considered ideal standard and blah 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 and all this nonsense. And I think once we started getting less clothed around each other and seeing the bodies of each other and the differences and the beauty in all of the differences, I think for me, I probably for a lot of us, it was like, oh, okay, I can. That's different on this person, but it's not better or worse. It's just different, and just kind of like you let go of the stereotypes a little bit when you let go of some of the clothing.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like we would just look around at each other and be like, "What a bunch of beautiful bodies!" And then it made us feel good, and everybody started to feel comfortable together. And then like to the point where we're all naked in my apartment today with our arms over our head.
Listening to stripper stories while I got spray tanned. It was amazing,
Like
actually.
walking around naked with a bunch of females. Like this isn't crazy.
At one point, actually, Allison and I were swaying with our phones to the music, and we didn't even realize that we were pretty much dancing, hanging out.
So yeah, it was a long way coming, but it just sort of all happened naturally, just the same.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the one thing you guys take away from having prepared for this play and are ready to show yourself to the audience? What do you take away from this experience?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing for me is the huge amount of reflection we've gotten from the script in our own camaraderie and how close we've all gotten and how much fun we had doing it. So now, like, when you see us all sitting in a room together, we shoot jokes at each other. It's the same kind of feeling you would have in the dressing room of a strip club or a dance club, or we just so easily fell into these relationships with each other that I think the biggest thing I'm taking away from this is love and sexy dancing.
Yeah, groups of women, like it's funny because it's like this camaraderie that happens when a group of women work together, and it's just like the girl said, like the only thing they miss about dancing is the girls.
Yeah.
And this show has just made that become a reality.
Yeah.
Like,
So we all bring something
we're
so
all here
different.
for no reason together because we don't want to leave each other.
Yeah.
It's true.
I also got like reminders of really not brushing something with all one stroke, and to remember the humanity of individual people and not just painting a picture of this type of person or this group of people or this, and not that I think I do that, but I think you always can find another layer of going, okay, individuals.
Yeah.
That's I really feel that from this.
Yeah, that we all brought something different and unique to it, and that's what mixes this magic potion, is all the different components, and that even in this world, in a female world, in a stripping world, in a performance world, that everyone brings their own thing to it, and that's how you create something different. I feel so lucky right now.
I feel like a bit euphoric, actually. I think the thing that I'm bringing out of it, I play the oldest character. There's something about this role that tugs at my soul, and I take it very personally. There's nothing more abrasive and difficult and heart-wrenching than being a woman in any profession where at any given moment, because of your age or because of the way that you look, it can be snatched out from underneath you, and how absolutely difficult that is to come to terms with, because we're not young forever.
Right.
Even though, and how much validity I realize personally that I take out of being a sexual being and being sexy and young and all of those things. I realize, honestly, I didn't have any idea how much I crave that. I love that. We live off of it. We feed off of it, and we take that for granted. It's not always going to be that everybody stops at the stop, at the stop sign when you go to cross the street. One day, it's Mother Maiden Chrome, and I'm looking at Chrome. That's what I'm staring down the shotgun of in this role, like, poof. And it's like, it's real, and I've had to wear that and to try that on. It's pretty fierce, for sure.
Okay. How close are the characters you play to yourselves? Do they have any similarities?
We might find out more about each other just by answering that question.
I play a stripper hooker, so it's pretty much the same.
Every Friday.
I know mine, I'm basically living that life right now. Like the character description is she's gone back to school, she's very busy, she can't meet a deadline to save her life. That's very accurate. I'm at school full time, and they're constantly picking me up and taking me to rehearsals in Coquitlam and then running me back to class all the time, and it's pretty much the exact same thing, maybe give or take a few things like my love for rocks. But yeah, I'm actually surprisingly similar to my character, which is nice and actually very difficult to get into because you're bringing yourself onto the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else?
You.
She already knows.
I think there's
exactly
already know about all of us. I think there's elements in all of us that we're bringing little pieces of us too, and we're discovering new things about them with that when we bring that to it too. So I think I definitely drink whiskey.
Yeah.
I can definitely say some things.
I find over time that I see more of a vein between all the characters and myself. Truthfully, I feel like in a way it's like one bloodstream to me. I feel like, in my mind anyway, like that it is one person, because it's all of us. Inevitably, these are all the things that happen as a woman, and again, going back to that same thing, in any profession.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's just it. And it's not just the stripping profession that has these kinds of issues. And I would think, based on what I've read about this play, that you get that you can see yourselves in the different characters.
Yes.
And so the audience kind of gets to take a little bit of that away too.
Yeah. And just, I I was obviously joking, but a lot of what my character sort of deals with is with just a lot of disappointment in one's own life. She had sort of studied to be a trained ballerina, and is now a stripper, and all of the sort of ways and reasons that people, all the lies or justifications or stories we tell ourselves to sort of help bridge what my dream was to where I am in life. And all of us experience that for sure, and so it's really easy to get caught up in sort of circumstances and try to maybe get caught up in the stereotype of a circumstance that maybe I don't fully understand. Mm-hmm. However, that feeling, when it just boiled down to, I know what it feels like to be disappointed, and for another person to really feel it in their life is heartbreaking.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, that can happen in any profession. We don't want that to come across as just for women who work in the strip industry or sex industry or anything like that. Like, that can happen in any job. And I think that's what we really try to emphasize in the play. Like, my character says, stripping is just a job. It's just what these women happen to do for a living. It's not necessarily who they are or what they want it to be, but it's what they do here and now, and they're making it work for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they still deserve that respect, that dignity that everybody needs and craves and deserves.
Well, and this fits in rather nicely because I'll tie it all up for us here. Of course, we're doing our Amazing Women series, and you all are now part of it. Congratulations. But did you find that you have an appreciation of women in general?
Yes.
Following getting
strong,
ready,
so fucking strong.
And all the different things. So would you say women are in fact amazing?
Oh yes.
Amazing.
Amazing women.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're amazing women in the cast. We're telling amazing women's stories. We're hoping a lot of amazing women come to see it. It's and we're supporting amazing women's dreams of running their own theater company, and they're supporting us in playing roles that matter and telling stories that matter, and I love that. I love how supportive we all are, because it's not always the case if you put 8 women in a room that is supportive. And it could be. I think we all got worried it could be. We probably had fears around that. Even at the table read, when we first all met each other, I remember judging myself, wondering if other people were judging me, and just letting.
I remember I couldn't even read.
Just having to let that go, and then all of a sudden, they like me and they accept me, and I love them, and this is gonna work,
I think that it's, to me, the overall respect of women comes from how many different hats we wear, no matter what walk of life we come from, no matter what education, no matter what socioeconomic background, whatever choice of career we make, no matter what, it just will never cease to amaze me on how much expectation is put on us as women on the whole, and just how this play really speaks to that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
These are mothers.
Yeah.
These are daughters, these are
Sisters.
caregivers, these are sisters, these are family members, these are lovers.
Friends.
They're friends, passionate friends, and just how much these women give, how much women give.
It's true.
How deep the well is, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see you. They're coming.
We can't wait to be seen. I can't wait to be seen.
Especially her.
Whatever feature.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Break a leg, all of you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful run.
Thank you.
And we will see you again on betterthantalkitonline.com.
Bye. Thank you.